Can you hear the music?
A little bit.
You can hear it just a little bit going on there.
Yeah, a little bit. It sounds like blurred a little bit.
Hey man, a little bit is better than some. Some people can't hear it at all.
No, I just hear like a blurred line, right? I mean,
Good song.
it is a good song. I agree.
Look. Fucking had this made.
Did ya?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I love it.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of On the Throne with Dick. And, shout out to Senjin Boychuk for that, intro, outro music. Find him everywhere on the socials. Great guy, journeyman electrician or something. And he writes music in his spare time. That's his hobby. He is an electrician to pay for his music. So shout out to that guy. And fuck, man, this week on the podcast, man, I'm pretty pumped to have Blue Collar George on. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Frost? How you doing, bud?
Oh, man, so good, dude. I came across your content, and it set in motion in me something I didn't know I had inside of me. There was the little George inside of me begging to come out.
I fucking get it, dude. I fucking love it, dude. Honestly, dude, the whole reason I do content is to relate to the boys. That's my thing, right? So, and dude, we work pretty fucking hard for a living, right? Like we fucking grind. We work a lot of hours, right? Well, our bodies take a beating, right? And my whole thing, dude, I like making people laugh, right? That's my fucking thing. So, if I can get a laugh for the boys, dude, I'm all for it. That's why, and honestly, dude, it makes me happy to make you guys happy, right? If I can put a smile on your face creating content, I'm all fucking for it all day.
Fuck yeah, man. It was actually my safety guy who was like, "Hey, you ever heard of Blue Collar George?" I'm like, "No." So he sent me your profile, and then I went down it, and then oh shit, this guy's live, and fucking man, we make similar content except for I do the voiceover thing, and like you're all about your delivery of your voice, and man, I fucking love that. I make videos a little bit like that once in a while, but like voice, man, you just got like the tone and the delivery, fucking phenomenal.
Oh yeah, man. So you've seen my content. You've seen my lives, right? So I'm a little raw, right? If I can describe myself as I say what I want to say when I want to say it, and my videos are a little bit, you know what I mean? Like it has a level to it, right? And so when I'm dealing with a lot of stuff right now, I got a lot of people reaching out. It's hard for me to get branded, you know what I mean? Talking how I want to talk and saying what I want to say. A lot of companies, I've had Brunt Boots reach out to me. I'm a little too raw for them, right? Like at the end of the day, man, I'm going to stick with what I put out and how I put it out and what I say and how I say it. TikTok, sometimes I take some bans on TikTok, right? Doing set. Yeah. You've seen it, right? So I take some bans, dude, but let me tell you something, dude. I have so much fun, right? Like I have a good time and I actually enjoy doing and saying what I'm doing and having fun with it, man. And at the end of the day, yeah, dude, I'll fucking say whatever the fuck I want to say when I want to say it, right? And if a company can't get on board with that, it's no bueno for me, right? So. And I have a clothing line coming out. I have a fucking clothing line coming out with my merchandise and my sayings with my sayings, what I want to say on them, dude. And I love it, dude. This company backed me up, dude. And I'm having fun with this right now, man. I'm having a lot of fun with this, Frost. Big time.
That's the number one. That's number one, right?
Yep.
I know I talked to Troll about you. I don't know, did they reach out yet or not? But
I don't think
they
so.
said they were going to reach out in the coming weeks or whatever, the next few days. Because when I was talking to them, you had just started on the gram and you had like 1,800 followers maybe. And I'm like, it was at 700 like a day ago. Get on it. And then you know, you went to 1,800 and then you were at like 5,000. I'm like, man, like 3 days ago he was at 1,800, right? And then a couple days later you were at 8,000. I'm like, he's gonna crack 10K any day now. And then they were watching. They're still watching, right? So then you were over 10K and now you're pushing what, 20?
Yeah, yep. It's Instagram. I mean, every second it's going nuts. Instagram's going nuts. I've uploaded all my videos from the TikTok to Instagram, and Instagram's going crazy right now. It's a split, right? Some people have TikTok, some people have Instagram. So, I'm bringing my content on Instagram and it's going nuts. Every second of every day, I get a follower, I get a like, I get, something, right?
Yeah, man.
I'm leaving with something, right, Frost? I'm fucking leaving with something, dude.
Yeah. For the boys.
For the fucking boys, dude.
For
You
the
get it.
fucking boys.
I love it. It's a
Man,
catchy
dude,
saying, isn't it, dude?
it
It's
is,
hard not
man.
to say it, dude. For the fucking boys,
For
dude.
the
Let's
fucking
go.
boys. Yeah. Fucking, are you on Facebook yet or what?
No, I stay off Facebook. I got my personal Facebook. I'm gonna stay off Facebook.
I got a Facebook. I monetized. Facebook pays pretty good. Like, back in the day when it first started, not everybody was monetized yet. I was making like 8K a month on Facebook, man. It was crazy.
Really?
And then, they scaled back on their things and whatnot. And, I was making a couple grand a month. And then, now it's like maybe $1,000, like we're good. And you know what? That's fine. I'm not there to make the money, but the money is good. I'm there to.
The money's good. Yeah, dude. Money's good. Clothing, getting free stuff all the time's good, man. Pretty much anything free I get. Like I get a ton of I get a ton of stuff. Every day I get packages sent to my house, right? What I do with a lot of my stuff, dude, is I autograph it and put my sayings on it and ship it out to the boys. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, I give pretty much everything away I get here. I hand it out on my lives on TikTok, for the guys, dude.
Yeah,
and yeah, dude, I mean, I'm
pumping, so
yeah, dude, I don't know about the live stream, the podcast, right? I haven't tapped into the podcast game yet. Are you having success with the podcast?
Oh yeah, man. The podcast just turned 2, right? And I'm sponsored by BetterHelp. I've got a sponsor that deals, with stuff on the rigs and stuff like that. We'll get into that portion, but the podcast is starting to make me a little bit of money. We're having fun with it. I had a sponsor there that way. We went on a 5 or 6 episode run there, and they paid me $500 an episode. Right? It was like, fuck
nice,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, man, it was good.
Badass. Yeah, dude. I mean, if you can make some extra money on the side of what we do, I make pretty good money at my job, man. I get, people are like, why aren't you a content creator full time? Or why aren't you an actor? You should be a fucking actor. Go to fucking LA, sign up with an agency, like be a fucking actor. Dude, I fucking enjoy, I got my kids here. I fucking enjoy what I do for a living. And, I'm going to continue. And dude, honestly, what sucks for us, like if I could talk about this for a second, what sucks for us is we do this for content. Like, so we are construction workers. You're an oil field worker. So our content, we have to do this for the rest of our life. So we kind of fucked ourselves with that, right? You get it.
I say that all the time.
Yeah,
man,
no.
I could right now. My job is in the way of me going full time with the content, right? And I could do it full time, but I backed myself into a corner, right? Like I make videos at work.
Yeah, you're fucked, dude. Yeah. So people are like, "Hey, man, like, be a content creator full time." I'm like, no, like my content's blue collar work. Like I dig holes in the fucking ground, right? Like that's my job, and that's the content I put out. I'm fucked. There's nothing I can do. I gotta keep going to work every day. It's terrible.
Yeah. What do you do exactly, man? Like I've always seen you get the shovel in your hand, and wow, stuttering. You got the shovel in your hand. You got you're near equipment sometimes. What is it that you do?
So my job title, I am a pipe fitter, right? So I am a pipe fitter. Yeah, I'm in a pipe fitting union. I'm unionized. I dig holes in the ground. I put gas lines in. I run gas services to people's houses. currently right now I'm doing water services in the winter, which up north is a fucking bitch, right? Like it's fucking terrible. You get wet and negative temperature, your fucking day's ruined, right?
Bro,
You get
where up?
it.
What's north to you?
North, I'm northern Ohio.
Northern Ohio. So I'm like northern Canada. I'm only a few
Yeah.
hours from the Arctic Circle, right?
Yeah,
And
so I can only imagine.
oh, dude, my whole job, I worked on a vac truck for 7 years. My whole job was spraying water and steam, trying to get things cooled down in the wintertime. And I'm getting, that's how I earned the nickname Dick Frost, right?
Yeah.
My name is Richard. I was steaming shit. It was blowing back on me in the wind. You know, it was minus 48. And, I got covered head to toe in ice. My hard hat had a like fucking 3-inch layer of ice.
Oh yeah.
My glasses had icicles hanging down. The mustache was just completely fucked. And then my raincoat was so frozen it wouldn't unzip. I had to take it off over my head, and it stood up on its own, right? And hence the name Dick Frost. Richard
I love it,
Frost.
dude.
I was frozen, man.
The boys call you that? Everyone call you Dick Frost?
Everybody calls me Dick. A lot of people in the field now don't know me as Richard, right?
Yeah.
It's been 5 years. I've been creating content for 5 years, right? So a lot of people are like, you know, they've only ever known or seen me as Dick. So
I got you, dude. I love it, dude. Well, good for you, man. It seems like you're doing really well. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I have a good time. I have a good time
Yeah.
for sure. You know, like everyone knows when they see me, they're like, this guy's making a video today, right? Like, and that's
Yeah.
not always true. Sometimes I don't make a video, right? You'll never know when I do, though, except for 2 days ago, I made a video and I looked behind me at the end of it and Buddy was watching me, right? And you know, like,
Always awkward.
it was awkward, man. I have a hard time doing it in front of people. So
Yeah, I do too, man. I mean, my whole thing is I don't want to get anyone involved with what I'm doing, right? I keep my company out of my mouth. You know, I try and keep my company far away from what I'm doing, right? Because at the end of the day, we gotta fucking work, right?
yeah.
So I keep my company out of everything. I fucking keep the people. I try and keep the people out of the videos. Don't show their faces. You know what we're doing is we're getting laughs. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like we're doing this to make them happy. It makes us happy. Good to go. No issue. You know, it's a thin line though. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, because I've seen my company shit can people for media, right?
Same
So
in an industry that's very dark, right? Very dark. Like the oil and gas industry, the war that's been waged against the oil and gas industry has been waged online over the last number of years, right? So they see the internet as kind of like the enemy, right? And what I'm doing is just shitting all. I'm bringing their worst fears out, right? And a lot of them they understand though, right? It's been very welcomed for the most part. Right. What I'm doing is shedding a light on a very dark industry. Right. There's this dark cloud hovering above it, and I'm bringing the laughs. And there's so many oil field content creators out there now that are bringing the laughs. Right. And that's what we want to do. You know, like it's hard work. We're away from home. We're missing everything. And people have come up to me and shaken my hand for that. Thanks for bringing laughs to the boys. You know, we need
love
that.
it, dude. For the fucking boys, yes.
Plus 40, right? And where I'm working right now, they don't like it too much, but like it's gone on for so long, like 5 years now, right? Where I was working the previous 7, so 4 of the last, well, really 5, I guess. At first, I wasn't allowed to use the company logo, and then they started knowing where I work, and I got us work. So they're like, fucking blast that shit all over the internet. This is where Dick Frost works, man. Like, let's get it worked. You know, and it worked. It worked, man.
Let's go, dude. I fucking love that, dude. You got a good ass company if they let you put their logo out there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna grab one drink real quick, buddy.
You grab all the drinks, man. Grab them all.
Grab one fucking drink real quick. Hey, let me tell you something though, dude. If your company fucking allows you to post their stuff, dude, and they support you and back you up with how you are, you got a fucking real good fucking company, man. I mean, my God.
Man, a lot of my coworkers over the years have been in my videos, right? They want to be in. A lot of them are on TikTok themselves, right?
Oh yeah.
And some of them are like decent sized creators or smaller creators. But like, you know, I always the one guy I work with here, man, he has the best ideas, right? He's like, I got one for you, bro. Let's do this, and I'll do this, and you say it like this, and we'll practice it a couple times, right? And then I'm like, well, what if I do this? And he's like, that's fire, but also add this in, and then we just create masterpieces. It's
I
fucking
love it,
man, it's
dude. I
gonna be so
fucking love
fun.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
dude, I gotta, oh God, dude, it's a thin line for me right now, right? I'm fucking tiptoeing the line. Any day, I mean, I could walk in and they could shit can me. You know
Well,
what I
yeah,
mean?
especially at the rate you're growing, right?
Yeah, dude, I'm growing like rapid fire right
Yeah.
now. So, I got merchandise coming out, and any day, dude, they could pull me in like, hey, bud, we gotta fucking talk to you. Like, hey, we saw you on this we saw your fucking video, right? You didn't have any of your safety gear on, No, hey, no, I made it off clock, I made it off clock.
I
I
made it at
don't.
home in the backyard.
Yeah, no, I made it at home in the backyard, right? No, no, you're fucking done here, right? You're fucking fired, dude, any day. But at the end of the day, dude, I'm making good enough money, and I'm in a union. This is America, right? America's unionized, like union, And
Yeah.
if I did get shit canned, dude, I find a new job tomorrow. You know what? I show up to work every fucking day. I'm here
Yep.
every fucking day, no matter what, dude. I fucking show up to work, and
Same.
America's got a problem. America's got a problem with finding people that want to show the fuck up.
Same with Canada, man. Same with
Yeah.
Canada. The whole. I think coming out of the pandemic, it was bad going into it, but coming out of it, it's even worse, right? Because what did people learn?
Mhm.
They learned what they could scrape by with, right? They
Oh
learned
yeah.
what they didn't need and what they did need. A guy that I went to school with, he said to me, he's like, for years, I was in blue collar because out of high school, I was having a kid and I needed that money, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
he worked his balls off and miserable, didn't want to be in the industry or what that he was in. And going into the pandemic, he realized he's like, man, my life changed so much over the last 20 years. He's like, I don't need this job anymore. The pandemic taught me I could live on less, right? And that's what he's doing, man. And a lot of people are figuring that out. Also, what did the pandemic also bring about? The rise of the social media influencer.
Oh yeah, man.
Man,
100%. Dude, you'd be surprised. Every single dude, I talk to people on TikTok, dude, and I don't know, you've been in my lives, right? You fucking know what I'm doing on there.
oh yeah,
I kind of fucking rip on the social media influencers, right? Like,
yeah, oh yeah.
I kind of fucking
Even
rip
though
on the
you are one,
people. I am, yeah, but I show up to fucking work. I got a fucking
yeah,
job, right?
yeah,
So,
same.
yeah, so I rip on the social media influencers who do it full time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, cause here I am, sorry motherfucker. Like, I gotta go to work, dude. I gotta fucking go to work. So when they
yeah,
say like, hey, I'm out in LA, I do content creating full time. I'm like, oh, you get fucked. Like, hey, you go get fucked. Like, good for you. That's awesome for you, but you get fucked.
yeah. I
And
work. I don't work. I've had a couple people on the podcast. One guy in North Carolina. I don't know if you follow Grayson Magaha. The guy's got almost 2 million followers on TikTok. He was blue collar for 20 years straight. He worked night shift, and fucking he was on the podcast twice. Episode 69, Two Can Dine. Shout out to Grayson, man. That guy has made enough money on social media to chase his stand-up comedian dream, and he
ooh,
no longer has to clock in and out of the factory every day.
Frost, is he funnier than me?
Oh fuck. Oh man.
What do you think,
Different
Frost?
kind.
Yeah, now give it to me fucking
Different
straight,
kind.
dude.
Dude,
Is,
I think you guys would be oh shit, dude.
is he a good time? You
No,
think we'd
so
have a good time, Frost?
I think you'd have a good time. I think it's a different kind of funny. Like you're
Mm.
more like in your face, like, not vulgar, but crude. You're crude funny. He's like a little bit more like, he can find a way to be funny without, being so crass.
I
And
got you, dude.
yeah,
It's that,
man, you
yeah,
and I,
dude.
we don't know that.
I dropped the fucking hammer, dude.
You dropped
That's
the
my
hammer, bro.
I do,
So,
dude. I drop the hammer all day, man, and I don't tolerate a lot of shit either. Like
yeah.
you've seen the lives, dude. They get fucking wild, dude.
Who was
Me
that?
and the
Was that
boys.
Angel that was in your live with you a couple weeks ago?
Angel, yeah, was that's a girl I'm talking to, dating. Yeah, Angel is she's a woman, right? She's got 4 kids. She lives right by me, and I'll tell you what, I like her a lot, Frost. Right? Like she's a good looking girl, and she cooks and clean. Frost, if I could have a moment to talk about Angel, right, for
Let's
just a
talk
minute.
about Angel. Bring up Angel.
Uh,
Let's do it.
yeah, no, dude, she cooks, cleans. At the end of the day, right? That's fucking huge for us, blue collar workers, right? You find a woman who fucking takes care of you and fucking cooks and cleans and fucking, you got a shot, right? You have a shot. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, dude, the women that are, nowadays they don't cook, they don't clean, they don't, give you kisses and make you feel special. It's kind of, you walk in, you've seen my lives. Some of these women that you jump on there and they're like, "Hey, get fucked,"
They're pretty
and I'm like,
girls. Pretty girls.
"Yeah, dude." And I'll tell you what, dude, and it's a partnership, right? Like with women,
I've
dude,
been with
it's
my
a
wife for 20 years, man. We
you
were high
fucking.
school sweethearts, together 20 years, married for 12. I know what you mean. It's a
I love it,
partnership.
dude. It's teamwork. It's fucking teamwork, right? So
Amen.
when we fucking we're at work, fucking working our asses off all day. We don't want to come in and hear in our ear, right? I'm
Yeah.
looking for like a support system. You know what I mean? Like I walk in there and it's like fucking, "Hey babe, I got dinner ready." You know what I mean? It's like, you know what, dude? That's a fucking weight off my shoulders. You know what I mean? That's like,
Those are
"Hey
some
babe,
pretty big shoulders, brother.
yeah, dude. If she says dinner's ready and the house is clean, fuck, all
Your
day,
pants are
all
coming down.
day.
Your pants are
Oh,
coming down. Her
dude,
bra's coming off.
you fucking get it, right? Like
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that's huge, dude. I mean, and at the end of the day, right? I mean, God, dude, with Angel, I mean, I could see myself with Angel for a long time, right? So,
Good. It's good, man.
yeah,
It's good.
but
I
she had
want
to support. She's got to support, what I'm doing with my social media stuff as
she's
well,
got to be okay
and
with it.
she's got to, because you see what I'm doing on my lives, right? I mean, so I talked to her. I had to sit down and talk to her about that. Like, hey, this is blue collar George, and this is George,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we have social media and we have our real life, right?
Yep.
And so I had to talk to her about that. And dude, she's been nothing but supportive with everything I got going on.
You guys got to learn, right? Or she's got to like learn how to you know tell the difference between the two, because at the end of the day, he is you but you are not him, right? And I say
Yeah,
that all the time. Dick is me but I am not Dick, right? Like,
there you go,
where,
dude. You
yeah,
fucking get it, then, Dick,
there's too
for
many
sure.
people on there that take this seriously and
Yeah.
that they become who they're portraying to be on the internet, and the
Oh
internet's
yeah.
right, and they're like, "Oh my god, hey, I'm this guy." No,
Yep.
you're not. No, you're
Yeah.
not.
No, we actually have real lives at the end of the
Yeah,
day. Like,
yeah, absolutely, man.
we have social media and dude, I support any single guy that fucking is going through something in their life, or fucking a married dude who's fucking dealing with a divorce, right? Like that's a big deal with me. That's been a topic. I went through a divorce in my life, and
Yeah,
anyone who's going through something, dude, I'm there for them, dude. You know what I mean? I try as a content creator, like I try and respond to every single person. Frost, it's a lot. Like it's not.
dude, I try too, man. I do my best, I do my best. I'm in the inboxes. I comment back on all the videos.
Yeah.
I'm there, man. And I try. I try my hardest. It is hard. It is very
It's
difficult.
fucking, dude, it's fucking hard. It's
Yeah,
like I mean, when I say I'm busy, I'm fucking busy. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like I get off work, dude. I bust my ass. I'm fucking on my phone at work. They fucking hate that. They fucking hate it. And I'm on my fucking phone, like trying to respond to people. You know what I mean? So I don't get behind by 500 messages. And it's a lot right now. Like I've been more busy in my entire life. I've never been this busy in my entire life.
dude. I work over 100 hours a week. I
Oh,
got
gosh.
to talk to my kids and my wife before they go to bed as I'm working, 5 hours away from them by car, and I fly as a 40-minute flight. I have a podcast. I got to make content. I got to watch content to get ideas. I got to like socialize with, like what I do with you. I come into your
Yeah.
live. I'm like, hey, buddy, what's up? I try to get noticed. I try to stay at the top. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I comment so much because you got a lot of people in your live, right? I got to stay relevant in there. I got to be like, hey, man, podcast, bro. I
Yeah.
find you on different apps. Podcast, bro, and fuck.
I'm
Then I
sorry.
record. I gotta push out. I gotta make trailers. I gotta edit. Man, I don't have time for anything. I gotta sleep. There's
It's a
just
lot.
no time.
Dude, no, you're fucking right. It's a lot, man.
Yeah, man.
And you got to stay relevant too at the end of the day, Frost. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You got to stay relevant. You got to, dude, it's a fucking lot, man. Like,
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy how it works.
I love it though. I fucking love it.
I wouldn't change the world, man.
Nothing, dude.
I
Nothing,
only
dude.
dreamed when I was a kid that I could be this busy, right? And with purpose,
Yeah.
busy with purpose,
Purpose.
And we're grinding,
That's
right?
it.
The podcast might take me up this lifestyle someday, The podcast might have me, instead of sitting in the back seat of a crew truck, I could be sitting in the room of a room in my house with my children outside the door waiting for me to finish the podcast. And I finish and I go home and there we are, right? And we don't know. That might happen. It might not happen. I'm not banking on it.
How many people listen to your podcast, Frost?
Oh shit, dude. Fuck. I have right now 2,000 monthly listeners from all over the world.
Got
right?
ya.
Yeah, man. It's insane. It's a lot of fun. I don't know. I think Putin's listening because on the map it says someone in Moscow. So shout out to that guy.
Probably that fucking guy, yeah.
Probably Putin. It has to be, right? I don't know how many people live in Moscow, but it has to be.
You'd be surprised, man. I'm worldwide right now. Like, I'm fucking everywhere. I got Australia, fucking Australians. I got Canadians. A lot of Canadian viewers, dude. And
shout out to my Canadian compadres.
I fucking love you guys. I do. I fucking love you. And I'll tell you what, I got everyone in every state. I'm everywhere right now. And it's been extremely booming.
Are you monetized on TikTok yet?
Oh yeah. I've been making a lot of money on TikTok. I've been making a ton of money on TikTok. Yeah, man. At the end of the day, for the money, I make pretty good money what I'm doing. But the extra money's been nice. I actually, dude, I financially worried my entire life, right, Frost? I mean, every single day, that's a problem men have, right? It's a problem men have is worrying about finances in their life, man. How am I gonna pay for this? How I got all these bills racking up. I have credit card debt. Fucking credit cards get you every time, right? And that's a American, that's a Canadian, that's every worldwide issue. And you know what, dude? To not actually have to worry about money for the first time in my life has been pretty fucking nice. You know what I mean?
I hear that, but it's about to get better for you because if he holds true to his promise, you're not paying tax on overtime.
God, I fucking hope so. God, could you imagine that? Oh, no. Well, you're in Canada, yeah, so you don't fucking get that, do you?
I pay 52% tax, man.
That's fucking terrible. You should probably move to America then, huh?
Hey, but free healthcare, right? Free healthcare, am I right?
I get free healthcare too, man. I'm in the union.
Yeah.
I know. Hey, no, man. Everyone says free healthcare, right? I do too. Yeah, I'm union. But yeah, dude, I'll tell you what, man. Hopefully everything starts turning around with Donald Trump in office. You know what I mean? Prices have been, I don't know, how is it in Canada, man? How are your prices?
Bro, and I think it's about to get worse because Trump's putting his tariffs on us, right? So
he's throwing some tariffs on you? Why? What do you guys do?
Man, he's throwing tariffs on the whole North American free trade, dude. Mexico's getting fucking 25% tariffs, and China's getting 25% tariffs, and Canada's getting 25% tariffs, but he's capping it at 10 for oil and gas because 60% of your oil and gas comes from Canada, right?
Yeah.
But man, he also said though that what was that? If Canada or Mexico or China retaliates, he's just gonna get worse. And today Canada announced retaliation. So and
Well,
Mexico did
Froth,
too.
can I listen? Hear me out, dude.
Yeah,
When is it gonna get better? Right?
not. It's not gonna get better.
Dude? Someone's got to do something. You know what I mean, Frost? Somebody
Yeah.
has to do something. It's been getting worse for fucking a long time, right? A long
Well,
time. Inflation is through the roof. So, dude, if he wants to go ahead and give everyone tariffs and fucking try and figure something out, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm looking for a fucking miracle, right? Because I'm paying a fucking mortgage for a fucking gallon of milk, bud, right?
yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
dude, I'm
We're,
telling you,
we
go ahead.
pay basically for fuel. We pay the equivalent of $8 a gallon.
God damn it. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Oh God, Frost, that's fucking
Damn, bro.
devastating.
And we're like one of the world's largest oil producing countries. And
That's
we,
wild.
right?
That's
It's insane.
Yeah, so something's wrong with that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
Something's fucked up with that, right? It's because
Oh,
you guys
something's
are
definitely-
you're drilling it, right? And it's you have the oil, and for some reason you're paying $8 a gallon.
Yeah.
Something's fucked up there, right?
Right? Like,
Yeah,
it's
something's
fucked
real.
up, man.
Yeah, so I don't know who's running what, or maybe you guys need different leadership, right?
Bro, it's coming. It's coming. Our leader, our Pierre Trudeau, he kind of stepped down, but in a backhanded kind of way, where he's like, hey, you know what? He was about to be voted out, right? They were gonna have a vote of non-confidence, and fuck you, throw him to the curb. But he prorogued Parliament until a new leader could be found for his party. So it gives a new chance to that party instead of, because if he would have stayed, we've had a vote of non-confidence and that party would have been wiped off the fucking map, right? So
probably should do that. Probably wipe a whole fucking everything. If you're paying $8 a gallon for a gallon of gas, yeah, you probably should fucking clear house, right?
Oh, yeah, you know what our dollars were compared to yours? Our dollar's worth 68 cents to yours.
68 cents to mine.
68 cents. That's what it closed at. I haven't seen it at par in fucking 15 years or so. Maybe close to 20.
That's tough, dude. You're a fucking neighbor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and you guys are all fucking nice, dude. Every single one of you Canadians I've met, dude. I'm dead serious. You guys are fucking super nice, fucking down to earth people.
Hell yeah.
And,
don't piss us off.
Yeah, don't piss you off, dude. But you're honestly, dude, if you're paying $8 for a gallon of gas, you probably should tell, leadership to get fucked. You know what I mean?
I'm about to ride across the border into battle on my fucking pet moose swinging my hockey stick, like
do something, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, do something. You know what I mean? Fuck, $8 a gallon, dude. Fuck you.
It's crazy.
Fuck you. I couldn't do that, dude. I'll tell you what, I'd be bankrupt if I was paying $8 a gallon for gas. I'd be fucking
bankrupt. Gotta make good money to live, man. Gotta make good money to live.
God, dude. I'm so sorry, Frost.
It's all good. I work away in the oil field, man. Listen, what you were saying about having a good woman at home to cook and clean and shit like that. I got a good woman at home. We've been together 20 years, been together since the end of grade 11. And, fuck, man, we got 2 beautiful kids, and she works hard, but I work away how I do. So she can stay at home with the kids and not have to work, man. I make enough money. I sacrifice,
I see that all the time, man. Stay at home mom, right? Yeah. I have nothing but respect, dude. Yeah, I was a stay at home dad for a long time, and let me tell you something, dude. I would chuck bottles across the room, and I'd be mentally broke down, right? So anyone thinks that a stay at home mom or a stay at home dad, is like a below, no, it's a fucking job, dude. That's a fucking job.
More than
dude. No, dude,
the job don't stop,
Dude, my ex, she get off work and I'm sitting like at the door like a puppy. Like, let me out of here. I got to get the fuck out of here right now. So, no, dude. Yeah, no, any stay-at-home parent, dude, I have nothing but respect for you, man, because it's a fucking job, and it's a hard job because you're doing the same shit every day. You know, I taught my kids how to read and write, and you know what? They have an advantage. They have an advantage over their kid, you know, other kids, because you take these kids, throw them into childcare where you got 20 people, 20 kids, and one person managing them, and they're not getting that individual attention. You know what I mean? So my kids are advanced and they're doing really well in school and everything because I did that. You know what I mean?
Good guy.
So
Yeah.
tell your wife good job.
You're
Tell
just like
her,
a dog waiting at the door. As soon as the door opens, you run to the
yeah, dude.
fucking
No, dude, my
hydrant.
hands were on the fucking door like she's home, and I fucking peel off. I had to get the fuck out of the house for a minute. You know what I
Did you go
mean?
piss on a fire hydrant or what?
No, dude, I went to the local watering hole and I got fucked up.
Hence
Yeah, I
your voice.
did a little bit. Yeah, no, dude, I had to get out of there, dude. It's a tough one, man. You know,
Yeah, man.
um,
Yeah.
but
I
yeah, nothing
recently
but
discovered that I'm going through some shit, man. It's wild. I've always thought that I was just an asshole. That I was like, I found things more. I was a little bit more sensitive about some shit than maybe I thought was necessary, but it was bothering me. And I very retaliatory. If someone pissed me off, I I would fucking go for the throat, and I wouldn't stop until. And recently, I learned I have BPD, borderline personality disorder, and and that is one of the only mental illnesses that isn't genetic, and it is one of the most painful mental illnesses because you constantly live rent free in your head. Like I disassociate really easy, and they call it splitting, right? Since I found out, I've literally felt myself. It's like a blanket coming over me, like a wave, and I split, and I'm like, whoa. And today, and you can see it in my eyes and my face when I do it. Like I just like, yeah, like I fucking get mischievous, right? And I'm fucking coming for you. And man, it's hard. It's hard living in your head like that, dude. And my wife and I are figuring out what my triggers are. Today I felt it happening. We were talking on the phone. She's like, should I say this to you? Is it going to trigger you? I'm like, listen, we got to learn how to control it. I got to learn how to, tame myself. So say what you got to say. And if I get triggered by it, you know how to bring me out of it. And then, right. And I felt it. As soon as she said it, it was like, whew. And I'm like, man, that doesn't feel good. And, you tend to hurt those closest to you and you don't even mean to do it, man. And you know what? Like,
always,
fucking
always.
she said something insane to me when I was home on days off last. I was laying in her lap, and I made a video about it because I was already laying in her lap, and I'm like, you know what, the boys need to hear this, because like we're men, we have platforms, and all these other men are watching us in blue collar, right, and women. That it's okay to not be okay. Essentially, we're all going through shit. We're all battling it. And she was rubbing my head, and she said something to me that sent chills down my fucking body, man. She's like, every day for the last 20 years, I've had to fight you. No matter how hard you fought back, I had to fight you for you because no one else was coming to do it. And fuck, man, dude, like that put fucking tears in my eyes. Like it's doing it now, dude. Like my eyes are like, it fucking brought me to tears, man. Like that's a fucking woman right there. That's an amazing person to have in your corner,
Frost, listen, dude. We are all going through stuff, dude. Every single one of us, every single man, anywhere, we're all going through stuff. Let me tell you what, your wife's been with you how long?
20 years.
20 years, right? And so she's dealt with some shit with you, and she'll continue to deal with some shit with you. You know what's the most important thing, dude? She fucking sticks with you, bud, no matter what. And let me tell you what, dude, the fact she sticks with you and the fact, she's at home raising their kids while you're on the fucking road doing your own thing, dude, every single day. Let me tell you what, dude, that's a real fucking woman all day. And let me tell you what, dude, I got nothing respect for your wife, dude, because, I know our lives, dude, hectic, crazy, deal with a lot
Hey,
of stuff. And we all have a little, dude. It's not just you. We all got a little screw loose, dude. If we're doing blue collar work, dude, yeah, no, something's not fucking right with that, right? Like we're working our asses off,
yep,
And
yep.
you know what, dude? 20 years. 20 years she's stuck by your side every single day, and like you said, she's fighting your battles for you. You know what I mean? That is a fucking real one, dude. So I got nothing but respect for her all day, every day. I love that, dude. And mental health is with men is no joke. No fucking joke, dude. I read a stat, right? The suicide rate for men, it's 75%, right? 75%. And that's a number, dude. You know what I mean? It's 75%. That's a lot of fucking men that are taking their lives. You know what I mean? Don't have people to talk to. Don't
Yep.
talk about their mental health issue. Don't fucking, tuck it under a rug. Like that is the man thing, right? You keep your mouth shut. You keep your fucking mouth shut and you go to work every single day and grind it out, right?
Yep.
And we're not vocal. We're not fucking vocal with our issues going on. So just the fact that Frost, you opened up and told me, you're dealing with some shit and you got it going on and you're trying to figure out your triggers and everything, dude. Good for you. That's a fucking step in the right direction all day, every
Fucking
day.
hard, bro. It's hard, man. And you know what? I've been dunking on my dad on this podcast and in real life for fucking 20 or more years with his shit, right? Realizing my dad didn't have a Mrs. Frost to hold him and be like, "Hey, I'm here." So I just come to realize this, and this broke my fucking heart, man. My dad had my mom. My mom mentally wasn't there either, right? She couldn't.
Yep.
She's still not. They're not
Oh,
together.
yeah.
They split when I was 6. I got a huge mommy gap a huge mommy hole in my heart. My mom, most people when people split up and kids and whatnot, you get 50-50 custody. You probably see your kids a lot, right? My mom moved fucking 8 hours away from me, man. I saw my mom once a year, maybe, right? Until I was like 10 or 11, maybe 12. And then we moved closer and she came to visit when she could, but like still didn't very often. I still don't talk to my mom very often to this day. Once a month, maybe. She texts me 10 times a day and I answer back once every week, maybe. Right. And that hurts. That hurts knowing that I do that to her. But, I don't have that relationship. I don't have any memories of cuddling up on a couch with my mom. I don't have any memories of cuddling with my mom anywhere. We don't have any bonding moments, And then my dad, he had my mom. My mom wasn't capable. Then my stepmom, way worse than my fucking actual mom.
Oh,
and by the time my dad got around to his third wife, she was going through shit too. This was 10, 15 years ago. She had her own fucking shit going on. She couldn't deal with his. My dad, by the time he realized there was any issues, it was too late. Like he was fucking so far gone. He got tossed to the fucking curb, right? He got tossed and put out with the trash, He was given up on very easily. And I'm thankful my wife didn't treat me that way,
Absolutely.
And you were talking about the suicide rate among men. Do you know what the suicide rate in divorce is for men?
I'm sure it's high, brother.
Between men and women, the suicide rate is 10-1. 10 men kill themselves compared to 1 woman for every 1 woman.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
yeah. So just, to, jump on what you're saying, right? So I lost my mom when I was 9 years old. She was in a car accident and passed away, right? She had cardiomyopathy. And then I lost my dad when I was 14, 15 years old. I lost my dad in a motorcycle accident, right? So I know you don't want to I know you don't want to hear this, right? Your mom, right? I know you're kind of like off puttish with her. She texts you every once in a while, dude. Your parents are your parents at the end of the day. No matter how they treat you, no matter how they text you, that is your mom and dad. And dude, from a guy who lost both his parents, I try and build that bond back. I know it might not happen, right? It might not fucking happen for us. I fucking do. I understand that. We can't choose our parents. We can't fucking choose our parents, right? But I know, man. And at the end of the day, though, that is mom and dad. And dude, if I could talk to you about that, dude, I'd fucking try and build that bond stronger than ever, man. Because, dude, this is life. This is fucking life, man. We blink and they're gone. And just like as we're talking right here, right now, I'm a little reckless. You know, I blink and I'm gone. You know, you blink and you're gone, dude. And
Yeah, man. I work
any
in an industry
relations.
that's very much like one wrong move and you're gone, right? Like
Oh
so do
yeah.
you, man.
Yep. And dude, fuck, man. You know, God, if I could go back, you know, and just, you know, see my mom again or see my dad again, I do that every day, man, you know, and I wish they could see, you know, how far I've come in life, you know, and meet their grandkids and everything, but you know,
You
you
know
can't
what's
choose
wild?
your parents. You can't choose your parents, man.
You know what's wild? The whole discovery of my borderline personality disorder is a fucking crazy ride. 7 months ago, I had a conversation at work that triggered the fuck out of me. And I disassociated, I split, and I don't know what the fuck happened for 7 months, dude. Like, it was wild, right? One conversation. And I came out of it on Christmas Eve. My wife said, if this wasn't better within a couple of weeks, she was after Christmas. If it hadn't gotten better, she wanted to leave. She didn't want to leave me. She didn't want to stop fighting for me, but she couldn't be there with the kids fighting for me,
Oh
right?
yeah, dude,
And
you'll hear
that
that,
was
right? It's his
that was
marriage,
wild.
man.
That was wild. And she's like, you were there, but you weren't, right? And dude,
God.
it was. You know what's crazy? Society tells men the only emotion they're allowed to show is anger, right?
Yep.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
why is that? What is anger really? Anger for men is how we show our sadness, is how we show that our emotions, right? Anger is really us being sad, right? We want to cry, we can't. We punch a wall, we freak out, right?
Yeah.
So, because why? The angry gorilla gets respect.
God, does he though?
Fucking fear the angry gorilla.
Does he though? Does he get respect for punching a TV or punching a wall?
Well, I could punch my kids, but
Yeah, no, yeah, no, dude. I'm telling you, man. And that's another topic I hit all the time is, um, and I, you know, I don't know your situation is why did he do that?
yeah,
That's something I say a lot, dude, and that's I'm gonna continue to say that. Why did he do that? And it's you know usually, and that's it's a topic, dude. I'm gonna bring up on this podcast right now. It's a female narcissist tendency, right? It's a thing that they trigger you to do that, right? And they push you to do that. And you know, it's a lot of women. A lot of women have a voice. Not a lot of men have a voice here,
we
and
don't.
a lot of men can't say what they want to say and tell how they feel. And that's something I've been pushing pretty big, dude. Is why did he do it, man? You know, I love it, dude, because then they'll be like, oh no, he did it because I gave my number out to that guy. That piss you off, right, Frost?
That would piss me off. My wife gave her
Yeah,
number out to a guy. I'd be pretty upset.
yeah, that piss you off. Like, oh, you didn't know if you hooked up with that guy? You don't know?
You don't know.
That piss you off too, right? So that is like something. Why did he freak out? Why did he raise his voice? I'll never stand behind a man who hits a woman. I won't do it. Right? I don't fucking do that. A man hits a woman. No excuse for a man ever hitting a woman. Ever. Ever. But did he yell? Did he say some mean stuff to you? Why did he do that? You know what I mean? And that's something I've been pushing too because I mean, dude, we get shit on as men a lot of the time. Social media, a lot of content I see is all this. He's a narcissist. He's an angry guy. He's a you know this and that. Why was he the way he was? Right? Like why? What made him this way? What created this man? It's not like you said. You know, your issue is not a genetic issue. You know what I mean? Um, you know, I don't know if
Probably.
you're medicated, Frost. I don't know, you know.
Nope. Just
So
therapy, man.
just therapy, dealing with your own issue, trying to work it out, you know. Why are you the way you are? You know, is it the long hours at work? Is it was it the mother issue that you had, right?
Here's a good thing that someone said to me today. My good friend Shelby, we were talking about this exact thing. She said, "Have you heard the expression? If you grew up with an angry man in your house, there will always be an angry man in your house."
Oh yeah. Yep.
Right?
Always. Yep. I love
Always.
it, dude. I
Yeah,
fucking love it.
it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild how that shit goes, man. And yeah, it's fucking tough, man. You know, coming out of this. So I want to say about the BPD. I had no idea I was borderline personality disorder. I started following some TikTok accounts and some Instagram accounts with people that are BPD. I started following a Reddit thread. I started reading the books and online shit. I've never felt more understood, more accepted, and more like
Yes.
self-aware in my entire life, dude. I've
Frost, you
never.
gotta
I
find
always
people.
thought.
You gotta find the same people, right?
I
At the
always
end of
thought
the
I was a
day,
fucking asshole for the way I thought, for the way I acted.
yeah.
My boss told me, he's like, man, we had this conversation a decade ago. He said, what you got going on in your past, that's coming back to get you, man. And he's like, I saw it and I let you talk your shit because I know you're working that shit out loud. He's like, I let you do it. He's like, welcome to the world, brother. And I'm like, fuck, man. Like shit,
He
like
knew. Yeah, he knew.
he knew. My,
Yeah,
my
and
my
people.
nana my nana told my wife this 10 years ago too. She's like, don't tell him because it could trigger him early. It might freak him out, but you will know when the right time to tell him is. You'll just know, right? And so my wife, she's like, hey, I got something to tell you because this past year has been hard on us, right? And she's like, this is the fucking moment. And man, I'm telling you, like it. I had headaches for like this whole year. I had a nasty headache. The moment that came out and I understood, that headache disappeared. Like literally,
Frost, you fucking got this, bud.
man.
No,
It's
look at me, dude. Listen, you fucking got this, right?
appreciate
So
that.
you got to. You listen, there's no other option, right? There's no other fucking option besides you fucking getting it together, right? Fucking dealing with your issue and fucking moving forward, right?
It
You got
was
a
that.
you got a wife who supported you for 20 years. You got beautiful kids, dude. And there's no other fucking option, man. There's zero
My,
fucking option.
my fucking kids see it in me, dude. Like
Oh
the
yeah.
last year, man. I barely called home, man. I was like two in my head,
No,
and
Frost,
then
listen, this is a big deal with blue collar workers, right? Shutting down.
yeah,
Shutting down. You get home, you kick your feet up, you don't want to be fucked with, you don't want to talk to anyone. This is like, dude, if you want to reach blue collar workers, talk to them about that. Talk to them about sitting in their driveway when they pull into their house, when they pull in their fucking house, park in their fucking car, and sitting in their driveway to get it mentally fucking together, to even go in and give them 20%, right? To even walk in the house and give them 20%. Talk to blue collar workers about fucking getting it together mentally, dude, and checking in instead of checking out, right? So that is like a huge thing, man. I know. And that's a huge fucking issue with blue collar workers, man, is we shut down. We shut down and shut off. And
absolutely.
guys, listen, dude, at the end of the day, if you fucking love what you have, if you fucking love what you have, because I promise you the grass is not greener. I fucking will tell you that. The grass is not fucking greener. If you love what you have, you love your kiddos, you love your family, check back in, buddy. Check back the fuck in, dude. And you do what you gotta fucking do at the end of the day. You fucking get it together mentally, dude. Walk into your house with a smile on your face, dude. After a fucking 12-hour shift, walk in with a smile on your face and be there for your family, brother. And I've at the end of the day, dude, I checked out. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I fucking checked out, dude. I was checked out and checked done. Done. And I dealt with a little more shit, than a normal person. But I did check out, dude. I didn't put the effort in at the end of the day. And, that's how life goes, dude. You
Here you are
live and you
being
move
funny as
on.
fuck on the internet.
Yeah, we're funny motherfuckers, dude.
But there's a
Frost.
lot of pain behind that, the sad clown thing, right? And
Yeah,
there's a
dude.
lot of
No,
pain
dude.
behind that hit comedy.
Yeah, dude, there's real emotions behind the comedy, right? Like there's real emotions. The stuff I say, there's real emotions in every video I put out, right? I say stuff in my videos, there's real fucking shit in the videos. So any of your followers or whatnot, dude, go watch my videos, you'll fucking get it, right?
Where can
And
people find you? If people don't know where to find you, where can they find you?
Blue Collar George, Instagram, TikTok. That's all you gotta Blue Collar George. And Frost, I appreciate you,
It'll be the
dude.
funniest fucking shit you watch on that side of the
It,
internet.
it's good shit for sure. Frost, I appreciate you, dude. We're at up almost pushing an hour. right? I gotta get up. Hey, I gotta fucking get up, dude. I gotta fucking
We
rise
got
and
you,
grind
bro.
it.
I
5
just want
a.m.
to talk two more things, and then we're good, bro. Do you know what viscosity is? Do you know what the definition of viscosity is?
I don't, man. That's the most exotic word I've heard all night.
Oh shit, exotic as fuck. So viscosity means like how thick a fluid is, right?
Okay.
And the Mudman who sponsors the podcast deals in viscosity, a fluid's resistance to flow, and or solids resistance to flow. So he deals in laboratory testing equipment and drilling fluid, right? And
Yep.
so shout out to the Mudman for all your drilling fluid and laboratory testing equipment needs. The guy hooked me up with a headset and a mic when I needed it most. Then he hooked me up with a brand new MacBook Pro this past summer, and shout out to that guy. He deals in the thickness of your load. Like how what I'm talking. How old are you, George?
How old am I? 36, bud.
We're the same age, bro. Like we're the same. When's your birthday?
June 16th.
February 4th. I turned 36 in 2 days after this podcast was recorded. It's a while after it comes out, but whatever. By the time this comes out, I'm 36. Man, we're in our mid-30s. Men in their mid-30s have never had a thicker load than they do now. It's true. Trust me. You've seen the size of your loads, right? They're fucking thick.
Yeah,
right?
Dude, for sure.
They're lifting fucking weights, bro. You gotta chew that shit before you swallow, right? Like it's thick as
Frost. Yeah, 100%, dude. Yeah.
Oh man, so shout out to the Mudman, man. That guy's been amazing. I love that guy. I guess I don't want to keep you too much longer there, brother. You got to get to work in the morning. It's late there.
Late as fuck. Yeah.
So I usually end the podcast with one last question, brother, and it's Mount Rushmore. You're American, you know about it. Has 4 of the most influential people in history up there. If you could have your own Mount Rushmore, 4 people you look up to, inspire to be, or that have inspired you, dead, alive, real, not real, who would they be and why?
Oh God, dude. I'd have my uncle up there because he filled in for when my parents passed away. He filled in. He helps me till this day. I'd have God up there, right? Because at the end of the day, without God, nothing else fucking works, right? God, dude, who else would I thank? Honestly, dude, all my uncles. Let me throw all my uncles because they stepped the fuck up, dude. When my parents passed away, dude, when you get kids tossed on you, you got. What are you gonna do, dude? You're gonna take 10 kids in, you know what I mean? Like, so let me go ahead with all my uncles, man, because
10 kids.
No, not 10. I got 2 sisters. I'm just saying, three kids, come into your house, that aren't your kids. That's a big deal, man. I mean, people step up to the plate every single day, and my uncle stepped up for me 100%. So let me go ahead and shout out my uncles for sure.
That's huge, brother. That's fucking massive. So
yeah.
Man, George, thanks for coming on the podcast, bro. Dude, this has been great. It's probably one of my favorites, just listening to it and carrying on with you. So.
Oh yeah, Frost. Let me tell you something, man. You fucking pushed it hard, right? Like you're fucking get on my podcast. Get on my podcast. Get on my podcast. I showed the fuck up, bud. Because that's what I do. I get up every fucking morning, right? And I go to fucking work because it sucks, right? No one likes fucking going to work, right? You got to. And Frost, I appreciate you for sticking with it and keep fucking trying and going for it, dude. And I hope I made you happy tonight, bud.
Bro, one more time for the boys. Any words of advice for the boys?
Wake up tomorrow, man. I know that's a deep message, dude. Wake up tomorrow. Fucking put a smile on your face, dude, and fucking do what you have to do to progress your life, your fucking life, dude. And I love you fucking boys, dude. For the boys! Let's go, dude.
Yeah, for the boys.
All right, Frost.
All right, brother. Hey, you stay frosty. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Always, buddy. I got you. All right, later, bud.
Later, bud.